Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Welcome to the channel. Today we're looking at the Void Rift Nightmare Laseer Phase 1 Stage 6. That is going to be the Shadowkeeper boss. Without further ado, let's dig in. Alright folks, this is a pretty tough stage. I'm not going to lie. Will you struggle with it? Probably. It's honestly, you probably are. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Looking at Shadowkeeper. Deals massive damage to enemies and reduces the healing they receive. Deals damage 3 times to all enemies in the front area. Immune to all CC effects. Okay, pretty straightforward. The main thing we want to look at here is that she has a high magic resistance, so you're going to probably want to bring some more of a physical DPS kind of heroes into the match. Adjudicators, same kind of magic resistance, and we have a little bit of experience with them right now. They all pick up the souls of the enemies that you have taken out, and they can heal themselves and increase their attack as they come by. Now we have the Rippers, the Skeleton Fighters, the Blasting Corpse. They obviously put anti-heal on your heroes if they get to them, and the Skeleton Archers. Skeleton Archers actually do a decent amount of damage, but we're not going to worry about them too much. The big ones are going to be the Adjudicator, and priority is going to be the Shadowkeeper. So, who are we going to be using? Isolde, Oleg, Vortex, Dolores on the top. That's going to be for the North Throne, the Defender kind of tank kind of heroes. You could probably run it without a Vortex. I just like to have them with. There's other options you could do. Maybe bring another DPS if you really need to have that extra damage on the Shadowkeeper or some of the other enemies coming around. On the bottom, we're running Lunaria, Idril, Brienne, and Hollow. Hollow, obviously, for some rage regen. Well, probably a good idea if you don't need the Vortex or don't feel like you need it. You can bring a Laurel so you can kind of cycle those ultimates. Probably even better, to be honest with you. Actually, we'll just do that. Let's go ahead and grab Laurel. We'll just pop Laurel in there and then pick her up when we need to. On the bottom is Lunaria, Idril, Brienne, Hollow, and the reason is for, well, Lunaria is just there for the extended range for Idril and Brienne, which is somewhat needed, but she also brings magic damage on her basic attack and her ultimate, so enemy is pretty decent damage, so she can help pick off some of the single enemies that are coming around. Idril, on the other hand, is a MVP in the match. She's going to be kind of shooting all over the map and taking out the enemies as you are going along and stopping them from getting their souls too close to where the Adjudicators can pick them up. Brienne is mostly there for the boss. Some other good options for the boss are obviously going to be something like, I mean, you can pretty much go into the, I want to say, Piercer faction here, and look at what you have. You know, for Silas, of course, if you put him down there, the boss is going to be down, and he's going to be toast in no time. Eovar is going to be better than Lunaria. Hex, obviously. You could even run an Esme. That's about it, actually. Maybe even a Theowen if you're kind of limited. Calypso is okay. She can do the job as well. But she is not free to play, so we won't be using them. So let's go ahead and jump into the match, and I'll show you how to get this done. And that'll complete Phase 1 of the Nightmare Void Rift. It is tough. Actually, I think it might get a little easier after this, to be honest with you. I'm going to point Idril to the left here, and then I'm going to put Dolores right next to her. We're going to just wait. Idril can probably take care of that guy the way she's built, and I'll show you how her gear is done. Now we're going to place Hollow facing upwards here. Come on. I'm going to put Idril face, or Brienne facing down. This is to help take care of that boss. As soon as she's done hitting that button, go ahead and activate Dolores and Idril. Idril first so that Dolores can get that buff. I mean, yeah, Idril first, so when Dolores uses her ultimate, Idril will get the buff, I'm sorry. I'm gonna use Hollow. And we are also going to go ahead and place down a tank. It's gonna be Oleg right here. Hit Brienne as soon as she's in range. And then we're going to go ahead and pick up Laurel, and we're gonna face I think I was gonna put her right here. And it's kind of a waiting game here. We need to get Isolde down as soon as we can. She's gonna go right here. And we can go ahead and activate Idril as soon as she's in range or ready to go. Okay. Activate Idril, Dolores, and Brienne. I'll do some damage to the boss here. See, the boss isn't going down very quickly, but I mean, Oleg's a beast, so kind of not that big of a concern. There's a little bit of timing that you have to worry about. See that just in time took down that enemy over there. I'm gonna go ahead and put down Laurel again within range, and we'll just pick her up. Yeah, pick her up right away. Go ahead and activate Dolores, Brienne, and we'll wait for Idril. Now we'll hit. Wait a little bit because I'm sure this, if I remember correctly, some enemies will spawn and hopefully she can take some of those guys out. This should be it for the boss. There he goes. Okay, the boss is down, so pick up Oleg. You pick up your Brienne. Now it's a hope and pray game, hope and pray game. These guys are the ones that are bringing out the anti-heal, so if they do get to your tanks, not really that great. Activate Hollow. I get these guys regen again for their ultimate. In Lunaria there, she's the backup damage, she'll help take care of that. I'm gonna put down Laurel. I'll zoom out a bit. Go ahead and activate her as soon as she starts hitting your tank. And Dolores as well. We're just waiting for these guys to come back and we'll solidify our defenses. We'll put Oleg here. You see, Hollow's in range of all these guys, taking care of everybody. Then we're gonna put, can she reach that? I don't think she can, but I don't think it really matters. Yeah, we'll put her facing. Yeah, we'll put her facing up here. Activate Laurel, helps with the rage regen. There she's helping all these guys in range here. I put on 2x to get the enemies coming out. Activate Hollow. I suppose. Sorry. And then we're gonna hit Idril as soon as she's ready. Take care of a bunch of these guys. I'm gonna hold Brienne's ult just for a moment. So Idril's taking down more enemies. Idril is A5, that does make a huge difference. You can hit more targets. As soon as that guy's in range of Brienne, go ahead and activate Brienne. And for me, I mean, Idril took care of him pretty much for the most part, but you will probably have to use her if you don't have the same kind of gear and awakenings of my heroes. Now, we got it done. All epics, free to play. I know the gear is, and you'll see in a moment, the gear is very nice. There's not much to be said about that. At this point, if you're looking for Nightmare Blade Rift, you should be in the Gear Raid 19s, and you should be pushing for this top tier gear. I consider it free to play still just because you could sub in legendaries. I'm restricted to the epics and the, well, basically fusion heroes or login heroes that the game gives you for legendaries. There's just like Volca in it. Not even in it, I wouldn't even put him in there, but Micah, Abomination. But I try to keep it with the epics as much as I possibly can. Okay, so Brienne. She is in a Soulmon set. She's going to cycle her ultimate a few times, so the more she does it, the more damage she's going to do. Annihilating Might on the left side for a little extra crit damage because she is typically with Dolores, so it's nice to not have to worry about having her attack quite as high. So on the right side it's triple attack percentage, on the left side it's crit rate, crit damage, and attack percentage on the substats. So we have 12.6k attack, crit capped, and 340 or so crit damage. And the artifact is a maxed out Spirit Siphon. You can go with a Idril's Gaze or Shadow Gaze. Will work just as fine and just be a little bit slower. Lunaria sitting in Idril's Gaze, ignore a little bit of defense. She's in the same kind of set. I think she's attack, crit damage. 12.3k attack, 350 crit damage, and crit capped 1.1 attack interval. And the most important hero in the map is going to be Idril. She's going to be in crit damage. Let's see, the second one, attack bonus. On the left side is crit rate, crit damage, attack bonus, and a Warlord set on both pieces. Attack speed, crit rate, crit damage. Actually, she doesn't have the attack bonus on this one. That would be better, actually. Drop the attack speed for attack bonus if you can. But most of the substats on these are going to be the same. If you have crit damage, you want to go attack speed, crit rate, attack bonus. If you have attack bonus, you want to go attack speed, crit rate, crit damage. The first thing I would drop would be the attack speed. Total stats is going to be 11.2k attack, 1.0 attack interval, and about 330 crit damage and crit capped. As for the healers, you're looking for at Hollow here. She's giving me an invigoration set. It's not required, it's just nice to have. You can buff somebody. It's gonna be very fast. We have almost 13k attack. HP isn't really important, she's not taking much damage. 1.4 attack interval and 100% rage regen and 85 healing effect. Is the rage regen healing effect really necessary? Probably not. It's not a requirement for her. Euphoric Orb on the artifact isn't required either. Just put the best healing artifact you can put on him. Euphoric Orb is nice, but it's just not required. Alright, so Dolores. Dolores is in a Golden Scarab. It is maxed out. Keen Wisdom works just as well. Invig set and Calamity set on the left side. We're looking at about 14k attack. 12k is probably fine. Everything else is pretty irrelevant. He's not taking damage, so none of that really matters. Isolde and Oleg are both in Guardian sets, and Immortal Warrior or Life Force sets on the left side. Pure focus on HP, especially Oleg. Triple HP percentage on the right side, and the main priority on the left side is going to be HP percentage substats. And it's going to be the same thing for Isolde. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to have all these videos posted into the playlist on YouTube. There's also going to be in organized fashion on my Discord, so don't forget to join. I also have hero guides, takeovers, all kinds of good stuff in there, and we're all very helpful and happy to help with your questions or any kind of issues that you're having. So anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep digging.